Hello, I am Christine Boucher, Business Partnership Coordinator with Eastland Fairfield Career and Technical Schools, who is a proud member of the Canal Winchester Chamber of Commerce. At this point, you might be asking yourself, just what exactly is a Business Partnership Coordinator? Or you might be asking, why is a Business Partnership Coordinator needed? But before I answer either question, I want to give you some background on how I got here. This is how I got here. Does it look familiar? Now, I just want to set the foundation for the rest of my story. Nobody wakes up one day and says, I think I want to be a business partnership coordinator or career or workforce development coordinator, which I have also done in the last 10 years. 38 years ago, I was at the same place that our 21 seniors are at right now, sitting in a class and wondering, what am I going to do after high school? I grew up in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana University Hoosiers. The only thing I even knew to do was to go to college. That's it. I didn't know there were other options, and even worse, I did not know there were other colleges. How did I not know this? So I did what my other classmates did. I filled out my paper application to attend IU and mailed it in. When I got the notice that I had been accepted, which I even didn't know that was a thing, there was no celebration or excitement. We literally did not know the difference. So now it is scheduling day, and I was asked what I was going to major in. My answer, school. Then they explained to me that you pick a career that you want to study, so after college you can get a job in that area. I was not prepared for this, but I gave it a good less than 5-minute thought and decided I was going to be an occupational therapist. How did I decide this? I was an aide at a local nursing home, and I would watch the OTs doing their job, and I thought that was cool, so that is what I chose. Yep, that was what I was going to be when I grew up. Well, the day comes when I have to go stand in the turnstile line at IU to get my schedule. I stepped in the correct line by my last name and proudly stepped up to the counter when it was my turn, gave them my name, and they handed me my schedule. I thought I was going to faint on the spot. What is all this science on here? Why do I have to take biology, chemistry, anatomy, physiology, physics, and kinesiology? This isn't what I wanted. I just want to help people. I got through my freshman year, barely. I received a notification in the mail that due to my low GPA, I was on academic probation and informed that I couldn't go back for at least 1 year. Now what? So I did what anyone else would do. I packed up my belongings and moved to Tempe, Arizona. That makes sense, right? While in Arizona, after working several very odd jobs, I ended up at the accounting firm where my organization and secretarial skills were useful. And then the thought occurred to me, I want to be an accountant. So I signed up at a local college and started taking some accounting classes. Accountants help people, right? About a year into my studies to be an accountant, I was promoted and transferred to Orange, California, where I was going to be the office manager of an accounting firm there. What this also meant was I would have to stop attending school. Online was not a thing at the time. That adventure lasted a very short time before the office was abruptly closed down due to the owner not paying payroll taxes for many years. How did this happen and why am I here? I just want to help people. So I was moving again, only this time it wasn't back to Arizona, it was back to Indiana to figure out my next adventure. Long story short, I moved to Ohio in 1991 and landed a job with the temp agency at Highlights for Children, working in the Information Systems Department as a Quality Assurance Associate, which basically means that I was on the team who would test the programming changes that were made to the magazine fulfillment system before they went into the live environment. I loved this job. I loved to be on a team and learn new things. I loved to solve problems and offer suggestions on how to fix them. This is when I knew this is what I wanted to do. So I did like anyone else would do. I enrolled to go to a college again, only this time it was in computer information systems. And I graduated on my birthday, June 21st, 2001. In September of 2001, 3 months after earning my degree and getting my diploma, Highlights for Children decided to outsource much of our programming and quality assurance departments to a business in Marion, Ohio, who is doing the same thing for other magazine companies like Reader's Digest and Good Housekeeping. As a result, our team of 9 was reduced down to 2, leaving me and my boss to stay on board. But now, what was I going to be doing? I was assigned to do something totally out of my wheelhouse and not on my passion list, documenting business processes. Yeah, right. For a company who had just outsourced a large number of employees, I was supposed to go in and ask the remaining staff to share with me what they did so I could document it. That did not go well. And at that time, things were changing so rapidly in information technology that my skills from college only a few months before were already outdated in IT. Now what? I really want to help people, so I did what anyone else would do. I quit my job at 12 years and started a nonprofit. Helping people. Ta-da! I finally had my dream job, but my job didn't pay anything. But I worked it anyway for 4 years, meeting with businesses and residents in the community and connecting them together to keep our resources local. And then my husband was diagnosed with lupus, and there was the risk of not having health insurance if his employment should be affected by this new diagnosis. Plus, I am a type 1 diabetic since the age of 10, and being without health insurance would be detrimental to our family. So now what adventure can I get into that I have found my passion with helping people and connecting, but also had health insurance? During my small amount of time with the nonprofit, I got to know our school district administration at the central office very well. I had a great appreciation for the superintendent and his team. So I set up a time to meet with him and flat out told him, I want to work for you. He replied, okay, now I need to put on my thinking cap. And he did. The district was looking for a workforce development coordinator to work at their credit recovery high school. This road will involve, are you ready for this? Building relationships with employers and connecting them to the students we were serving, helping people and still connecting. And here is how we get to where I am today. After almost 4 years as workforce development coordinator, I had the opportunity to apply for a position with Eastland Fairfield. I was hired as their career development coordinator, which I proudly did for 4 years before I was offered the role I currently have as business partnership coordinator, which I have done almost 3 years now. You can tell by now that I did not start here, but every twist and turn of my crazy path led me to where I am today, still helping people and making connections. So if you are a parent watching this, know that your child will find their way. Everything happens for a reason. If you are a young adult who feels like they are not on the right path, you are. Just keep going. And if you are an employer watching this, know how important you are to the people who work with you because you are giving them an opportunity to learn and grow.